Okay, so yesterday we discussed 13th question and some ideas given. Is everybody clear about 13th one? We can easily create an example where it is not symmetric relation. We can also create an example where it is not transitive relation, but it is reflexive because a minus a is always 0 and 0 plus root 3 is always root 3, which is irrational, right? So it is only reflexive, not symmetric, not transitive. This is, I'm talking about 13th question, 1, 3. Is it all right? Okay. 14th question. Yeah, this X is the brother of Y. We discussed about in the class. 15 perpendicular lines also we discussed. Okay, coming to 16. Here the elements themselves are ordered pairs and we are connecting to ordered pairs. Okay, this is set A and the relation from A to A. Here itself lot of ordered pairs are there. 1 comma, let us say 9 comma 2 and some 6 comma 3 and 5 comma 1 and some 6 comma 0, something like that. Here also you can write some other things, so same things you can write 9 comma 2, 4 comma 1 and 6 comma 2 and 9 comma 3, something like this. Okay, same, so all these elements are also there, but I'm just writing. They said when can you connect one ordered pair to another? A comma B will be related to some C comma D. When is that? This is 16. A plus D equal to B plus C. A plus D equal to B plus C. That is sum of these two should be same as sum of these two. Another way of saying is bring C this side, D this side. You can also say A minus C equal to B minus D. That means in this first number minus left number, second number should be same as in this first number minus second number. So 6 minus 3 is 3. It will be connected to what here? 4 comma 1. A minus C is equal to B minus D. I sent it B that side and C this side. Oh, it is B. Okay, sorry. A minus B is equal to C minus D. Thank you. Okay. First number minus second number. Of course, in this also 6 comma 3 is there. 6 comma 3 will be connected to 6 comma 3 also. In this also 4 comma 1 will be there. It will be connected like this and like this also. Okay. Here 6 comma 3 is connected to 6 comma 3 here also, 4 comma 1 also. And here 4 comma 1 also connected to 4 comma 1 and 6 comma 3. Basically, the difference of these two in the proper order should be same as difference of these two. It 6 minus 0, here also you can write 9 comma 3, here also you can write 9 comma 3. Here you can write 6 comma 0, here 9 comma 3, let us say. So 6 comma 0 connect to 6 comma 0 also, 9 comma 3 and even lot more. So somebody can write 7 comma 1, somebody can write 8 comma 2, so many things. Okay. So you can see like this, that is more easy. Now, whether it is reflexive, will A comma B will be connected to A comma B? Yes, this minus this is equal to this minus this. It is correct. If A comma B is connected to C comma D here, will C comma D here will be connected to A comma B? Yes, A minus B equal to C minus D means even C minus D equal to also A minus B. It is transitive also because let us say A, B, C, D and E, F. When can you say this is related to this? If this minus this equal to this minus this. When will you say this is related to this minus this equal to this minus this. So if A minus B is equal to C minus D and C minus D equal to A minus F, A minus B is also equal to E minus F. Right? So it is transitive also. Okay, so instead of looking the same way that they gave, A plus D equal to B plus C, rearrange it and see like this, it is more easy to prove it. Anybody still doubt about this? Those are in online, is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 17th one. Anybody want to give an example why it is not transitive? 17. You want to give an example? Yes. Yeah. You take a 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 1, 3. The difference of these two is less than or equal to 1. It's equal to 1, but is also less than equal to 1. Difference of these two is also less than equal to 1. But difference of 1 and 3 is actually 2. It is not less than equal to 1. So 1 comma 2 will be there in that relation, 2 comma 3 is there in that relation, but 1 comma 3 will not be there. You can even take a little smaller if you somebody wants. You take, let us say, 2.8 and 2 and 2 and 1.2 and 2.8 and 1.2. Why only 1.2? Can take 1.3 and here 1.3. This gap is 0.8, this gap is 0.7, but this gap is 1.5 crossing 1. Okay, so if A minus B is less than 1, B minus C is less than 1, A minus C will be less than 2. There's no guarantee that it will be less than 1. But it reflects because if you take A comma A minus A is 0. I'm explaining because I thought you already read these questions and you tried yesterday. Is it clear? Okay, somebody may think you did not even state the question and you are just discussing. I expect two things. You should have this book with you right now and you should have read these questions and tried these questions yesterday itself. Okay, with this assumption I'm going. If somebody is not satisfying this prerequisites, you may not be able to follow. Or if somebody is absent in yesterday's class, you will be able to follow. Right? Okay, so in 17th one, it is reflexive obviously because A minus A is 0 and 0 is less than or equal to 1. And if A minus B is less than 1, even B minus C is also less than 1 because mod is there. Okay, so it is reflexive, symmetric, but not transitive. Coming to 18th one, it is not reflexive because 2 comma 2 is not there, 4 comma 4 is not there, 6 comma 6 is not there, 8 comma 8 is not there. It is symmetric, right? Yes, because 2 comma 4 reverses 4 comma 2 and 4 comma 6 reverses 6 comma 4. It is symmetric. Is it transitive? If 2 comma 4 is there and 4 comma 2 is there, we expect 2 comma 2. For 2 is connected to 4 and 4 is connected to 2, 2 should be connected to 2. We also expect 4 comma 4 also should be there because if you reverse the order, for 4 2 is the image, for 2 4 is the image, for 4 4 should be the image. So because 2 comma 2 is missing, 4 comma 4 is missing, 6 comma 6 is missing, it is not transitive. Okay. Sometimes they can ask this question in a different way. They can ask how many more elements should be added to this set, that relation. How many more ordered pairs should be added so that it will become transitive? Number. What is the minimum number of ordered pairs should be added to this so that it will become transitive? 3. Because first one needs 2 comma 2, 4 comma 4. Same 4 comma 4 second one also needs, and they also need 6 comma 6. So we have to add. So they can ask in a different way. The logic is same, but they can ask. Okay, 19. 19, it is not reflexive. One may say for A is image, for B is image, for C is image. But for every number in the domain, same number should be image, not just few. No? For example, in 18th question, if I write 2 comma 2 and 4 comma 4, 6 comma 6, but don't write 8 comma 8, will it be reflexive? No, right? Only reflexive has this condition that every element should be image of itself without missing anything. Okay. So in 19, out of infinite real numbers, only 3 real numbers, they're image of themselves, not for others. So even that appears like reflexive, but it is not. Is everybody clear about that? Okay. But it is symmetric because for A comma A, reverse is A comma A only. It is also transitive. I explained why, 2 ways. You are not able to counter it, so that's why it is. Okay. Another way is you can write A comma A twice, 3 times. For this A is image, for that A, this A is the image, so for this A is the image. So you can say like that. Okay. So either way, either you are not able to give a counter example or you can treat it like this. 20th one, it is reflexive because all 4 required things are there. 3 comma 3, 6 comma 6, 9 comma 9, 12 comma 12. 19, it is not reflexive because every real number should be image of itself, not just 3 of them. It is symmetric and it is also transitive. Option B, symmetric and transitive. Option C is also correct, but B is a better answer than C because B contains symmetric also in that. Is it okay? It is not reflexive. Option A is also not right. It is not reflexive. Okay, 20th one, it is reflexive because of the 4 elements which are there, the first 4 elements. Why it is not symmetric? Yeah, 6 comma 12 is there, reverse is not there. 3 comma 9, reverse is also not there. For all the rest of the 4 elements, reverse is not there. Is it transitive? There may be an example where it is transitive, there may not be. We will see. 3, 6, 6, 12 is there, right? 3, 6 is there, 6, 12 is there, and 3, 12 is there. So this is a positive thing that is there. But is there anything where AB is there, BC is there, but CA is not there? What is that? Please tell me AB and BC, but AC is not there. 3, 6 and no. You have to tell me what is AB, what is BC. Such a way that AC is not there. Don't tell one ordered pair. Tell me two ordered pairs like this. Huh? 3, 6 and 3, 9. What is that? B here should be same, man. I think we are not able to.
6, 12,
12 and 3, 12 is there nicely. Right. Okay. So you are not able to counter it, right? Okay. Don't say 3, 6 is there, 3, 9 is there, 3, 12 is there. No, not that. You have to tell me AB is there, BC is there, but AC is not there. Okay. Anyway, if you take the second elements of the bracket, they are 12, 9, 12, 6. If you take the first element, they are 6 and 3. So only common is 6. So and that to 3, 6 and 6, 12 only. Okay. So we are not able to find an example where AB is there, BC is there, but AC is not there. So it is transitive. Is everybody clear about it? No doubt. Okay. 21. You can take secant square theta minus tan square phi equal to 1 and say theta equal to phi, but theta equal to phi not necessary. Theta can be 360 plus phi also. Instead of that, I'll send minus tan square phi to the other side. It is more easy. It will become basically secant square theta equal to 1 plus tan square phi, which is secant square phi. So theta and phi are connected as long as secant square theta is equal to secant square phi. Okay. So is it symmetric first of all? Symmetric. If secant square A is equal to secant square B, obviously secant square B is equal to secant square A, right? Okay. So if alpha theta comma phi satisfies the condition, phi comma theta also will satisfy the condition. Similarly, if transitive, very easy. If secant square A equal to secant square B and secant square B equal to secant square C, even secant square A also equal to secant square C, right? So symmetric, it is also transitive, right? Is secant square theta equal to secant square phi for all real numbers? Every real number and same number, will it satisfy? I can tell secant square 30 degrees equal secant square 30 degrees. 30 comma 30 is okay, 45 comma 40, 70 comma 70, but not 90 comma 90. Right? Secant square 90 is not defined. In your domain, all real numbers are there. But when you write all the ordered pairs where theta and phi such as secant square theta equals secant square phi, you will find 10 degrees comma 10 degrees, 20 degrees comma 20 degrees, 30 degrees comma 30 degrees, but you don't find 90 degrees comma 90 degrees. So sorry, it is not reflexive. It appears to be reflexive, but it is not. Did you get that? Symmetric is fine. You can have here 30 degrees comma 210 degrees and 210 degrees comma 30 degrees. Or you can have 10 degrees comma 370 degrees, 370 degrees comma 10 degrees. If secant square A equal to secant square B, secant square B equal to secant square A. Symmetric fine, transitive fine. But even though it looks like reflexive that it is true for all values of theta, it is not. If key is wrong, you have to change it. I try to correct the key, I remember it, but what is the key given? Yeah, that is correct. Yeah. Right, okay. Option B is not wrong. They did not talk about transitive, that's all. Okay. But other options are wrong. Reflexive but not transitive is wrong. Equivalence relation is wrong. There's a good chance that somebody can keep D, thinking that it's reflexive, symmetric, and transitive, but it is not. Okay, 22. Is it same as 20 exactly? Okay, then I can delete this question. Okay, okay, other questions I'll discuss about it. 23, I'll talk about a little bit of R inverse and then come back. 23 we'll discuss little later. 24. Okay, the distance between A and B should be 1 kilometer. Okay, that is the relation, right? Okay. So it is obviously symmetric. If A is within 1 kilometer from B, even B is also within 1 kilometer from A. But it is not transitive. If distance between A and B is less than 1 kilometer, distance between B and C is less than 1 kilometer, distance between A and C need not be. It can be also, but need not be less than 1 kilometer. It is not transitive. It is as good as mod A minus B less than equal to 1 kind of question only that we have done. It is obviously reflexive because you take same element or same person, the distance between them is 0. 0 is less than within 1 kilometer only. Right now, every person is within 1 kilometer of that person himself. So it is reflexive, symmetric, but not transitive. What is the answer given? No. What is antisymmetric? I'll explain. They gave antisymmetric answer? Okay. Which of the following statement is not correct, they asked. Transitive is not correct, no? So this key should be, what is antisymmetric we'll discuss, but D is also wrong. That means they ask which of the following options are wrong, not correct, D is not correct. All right. Regarding C, we'll discuss it. Okay. 25. Many places you may find antisymmetric because we have only 3 options: reflexive, symmetric, transitive. What to give 4th option? We can give antisymmetric, but we'll discuss about it. 25. It is somewhat like B is a divisor of A, but with a prime factor of 2 kind of thing. We should be able to write it A is equal to B into some number which is a power of 2. A is an integer, B is an integer, K is an integer. It's only set of integers. Okay. Now, for example, 15, not 15, sorry, 24 can be written as 3 into 2 power 2 cube. Or you can change it, let's say 24 means 248. You can write 3 into 2 power 4. So 48 is connected to 3 because you are able to express this as this number into 2 power something. Basically, it is in one sense this by this should be a power of 2 only, nothing else. 2 power integer. Okay. It is obviously reflexive because I can take K as 0. Every number I can write A into 2 power 0. So A comma A is connected. A comma B is also maybe fine. Why? For example, 48 I am able to write 3 because fine. 3 I can write 48 because I can write 3 as 2 power minus 4 into 48. That is also power of 2. You are able to express 48 equal to 3 into some 2 power, or 3 is 2 into something, because if you have 2 power k, here 2 power minus k you can write. So whenever A is 2 power k into B, you can obviously write B is equal to 2 power minus k into A. But there is a but. It may be not possible, I guess. I want to take one of the number is 0. Will it work out? No. Only 0 comma 0 will work out. If this is 0, this has to be 0, right? And if this is 0, this has to be 0. So it's fine, no problem. So I think it is symmetric. I cannot give an example where AB is satisfying but BA is not satisfying. Okay. Because after all, you are only bringing this 2 here. This said that always it can be brought out. There is no compulsion. Okay. This 2 power k can be always brought here without any resistance. So it is fine. It's transitive as if A is equal to B into some 2 power m and B is equal to some 2 power n into C, you're able to write A as B into as a power of 2 and B as 2 into this. Then when you substitute that here, you'll get A is equal to 2 power m plus n into C. So again, you're able to write A as 2 power something into C. So if A is related to B, B is related to C, A will be related to C. Are you able to follow that? Okay. So it is reflexive, symmetric, transitive, all 3. It's an equivalence relation. Okay. Okay, in 26, it is on real numbers and x square equal to xy. That means x equal to 0 or x equal to y. That means in this relation, what will you find? You will find where x is 0, all ordered pairs like 0, comma 0, 0, comma 1, 0, comma root 3, 0, comma pi, all kinds where first element is 0. You will also find x equal to y, 0, 0, 1, 1, root 3, comma root 3, everything. Because of this x equal to y ordered pair, it is reflexive, right? Because x equal to, whenever x equal to y, all those ordered pairs should be there in the relation, and whenever x is 0, those ordered pairs should be in the relation. It is obviously not symmetric because you'll find 0, comma 1, but you will not find 1, comma 0. And it's not transitive also. What about transitive? Transitive, it will not be able to counter it, so it is transitive, I guess. Okay. If you take everything belongs to, let us say, for example, if you take 0, comma 5 here, you want to take 5, comma something, it will not be in this list. It will be in this list and it will be only 5, comma 5. Again, you will get 0, comma 5. You can write. So it is transitive. Or you cannot create an example where AB is there, BC is there, but AC is not there. Okay, so it is transitive and reflexive, but not symmetric. So reflexive and transitive. Sorry, yeah, reflexive and transitive, but not symmetric. All right, 26. Okay. This union and intersection also I will discuss. Okay, let us discuss 30 and then I'll discuss all other questions together with the sum of theory and all that. 30. Basically, your original set is set of all words in the dictionary. Okay, that is your original set and you are defining a relation now. You will write one word, comma another word. That ordered pairs will write lot of them, provided they have at least one letter in common. So when you write your relation, lot of ordered pairs, one ordered pair, another ordered pair, another ordered pair. This is an English word, this is an English word, this is an English word. When you write, you should have at least one letter in common. Okay. You may write cat here and same cat you can write here. Or you may write cat here and ball here. Or you may write ball here and board here or bell here or something like that. Okay. Bun or something like that you can write. Not a big issue. You can even write ball and cat reverse also. It is obviously reflexive because you can write same word here, same word here. Obviously, they have one letter in common. It is symmetric. If these two have one letter in common, reverse it also they have one letter in common. It is not transitive because these two may have some one letter common, these two may have some other letter common, and these two may not have a common. For example, here cat and ball has A common, and ball and bun has B common, but cat and bun doesn't have anything in common. Okay, it is reflexive, symmetric, but not transitive. All right. Okay. You can see many of these are past year mains questions only, what we gave here. Okay, even this word question or past year mains spiral book, that PDF we sent to you, right? So you can even look at that. It is not a very big difficult chapter. Very quickly you can finish. In fact, in the exam you can look for where is the question belonging to this chapter and attempt first also. So easy. But once in a while you have to be careful that brother of somebody can go wrong. That a minus b plus root 3 is irrational. Somebody can go wrong there. Secant square theta equal to secant square phi. Somebody may think it's reflexive, but they may forget about where secant square theta is not defined. Okay. So yes, so it looks like so easy chapter, but there are few questions where one can be easily mistaken, and instead of getting positive marks, you can go into negative also. Okay. This one has to be a little bit careful. I'll tell you what is that. 27, 28 both are more or less same. Let me give an example, you'll get a clarity. Let us say I have set A and R is a relation from A to A. S is also a relation from A to A. This is set A. R is a relation from A to A, and S is also from A to A. If R is reflexive and S is reflexive, will R intersection S will be reflexive or not? Yes, because in R will have A comma A, B comma B, C comma C, D comma D, everything is there. In S also A comma A, B comma B, C comma C, all are there, full list of same elements. In R intersection S also they will be there. You take R union S also they will be there. So when this is reflexive, this is reflexive, this is also reflexive. Maybe I can just write a table if you want. R, S and R intersection S and R union S. And let us take reflexive, transitive and symmetric. Sorry, reflexive, symmetric and transitive. If this is reflexive, this is reflexive, this is also reflexive, this is also reflexive. Symmetric. If this is symmetric, this is symmetric. This is also symmetric, this is also symmetric. Why? Let us say in this, if A comma B is there, okay, in this itself B comma A will be there because it is symmetric. Okay, let us in this C comma D is there, within this D comma C itself should be there. So when you take the union, we'll get these two and also these two. Okay. Let us say here itself A comma B and B comma A is there, then intersection same thing will come. If this is not there in intersection, this may not be there, this may not be, it may be null set or something. Okay. Still null set is also again you are not able to give a counter example that AB is there but BA is not there. Okay. Then it is not symmetric, but you are not able to say it is a symmetric relation. It's fine. Transitive, you have to be a little careful. I'll tell you an example. In this AB is there, BC is there, AC is there, L comma M is there, nothing else. In this AB is there, BC is there, AC is there, and M comma N is there. That's all. LM, if LM is there, why it is not transitive? If LM is there, MN is there, and LN is not there, it is not transitive. Okay, so that's what I'm asking. This alone, is it transitive or not? This alone. LM is not a problem for you. If LM is there, some M comma P is there, and LP is not there, it is not transitive. But only one thing, it doesn't create any problem for you. Because AB is there, BC is there, AC is there, it is transitive. This is not a problem. Similarly, this part is transitive, but only M comma N doesn't violate the transitive condition. Okay. But when you take their union, what happens? LM is also there in the union, MN is there, but LN is not there. So even though this is transitive and this is transitive, R union S need not be transitive. It may or may not be. But intersection will be transitive because this will not come, this will not come, or the common elements will come. So this is the only trick. All other thing, everything else is fine. Only thing is when R is transitive and S is transitive, R union S need not be transitive. Is everybody clear about that? Dhanush, you raised your hand by mistake or you wanted to ask something? Samuel, are you clear about this?
Sir, unfortunately.
Okay.
Sir, can you explain again, sir?
I'm just right here, it is there. If you find L comma M here, still it is transitive or relation. You find only M comma N here, it is transitive. But when you take this and this union, you will get AB, BC, AC, L comma M comma N also. So now in the union, L comma M is there, M comma N is there, but there is no L comma N. That's why R union S is not transitive. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So my point is R is transitive, S is transitive, but there is no guarantee that R union S should be transitive. Okay, Magna, you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is basically about both 27 and 28 put together. In 28, all these are there separately. Option A, R and S are transitive implies R intersection S is transitive, correct? But option B doesn't imply. So 28B, not necessarily true. But ACD are true. and 27, A and B are two equivalence relation. Okay, so when R may be equivalence relation, S may be equivalence relation, but R union S need not be equivalence because of the same example. But intersection is okay. So A union B is an equivalence relation, not guaranteed. But A intersection B is. And we cannot say A and B is not an equivalence relation. It may or may not be. So 27 answer is A. So which of the following must be true? A intersection B is an equivalence relation. That must be true. But A union B need not be. Yes. Intersection. What is the intersection of these two? These three elements only, na? Fine. This will not come in an intersection, na? If this is there here, not there here, in intersection, this is not there, this is not there. Only this is the intersection. That's all. And this is transitive. Everybody clear about it? Only transitive and that too union has a little problem. Otherwise, not an issue. Okay, I want to talk about. So, what are other beginning questions? You can do it, and if you still have doubt, tomorrow I'll discuss. They're quite easy. Okay, even in between one R inverse also you can easily do that. Not a big issue. One thing I want to talk about now. Let us say my set A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. First of all, A cross A will have how many elements? 25. Because A cross is an ordered pair. First element 5 choices, second element 5 choices. So it will have 25 elements. Relations on A. How many relations will be there? Number of relations on A will be 2 power 25. Any subset of this. The set has 25 elements. Any subset of that. So 2 power 25. Let us see if somebody can come up and we can write all. First of all the 25 elements. What are all the 25 elements? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Or let me write in order. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5. Again 3, 4, 5. We can write all the 25 elements. This is A cross A. Any subset of that is relation. And in the subset, this element can be there, may not be there. This element may be there, may not be there. Like that, we have two choices for each. That's why it is 2 power 25. Okay. One way to explain this 2 power 25, this is something I want to explain anyway. If a set has n elements, number of subsets is 2 power n. There are two ways to explain. One is, if a number has n elements, how many subsets are there having 3 elements? I'm asking a question from permutation combination. A set has n elements. I want to select a subset having 3 elements. How many ways I can do that? NC3. From n items, I want to select 3 items. How many subsets are there having 4 elements? NC4. How many subsets are there having 5 elements? NC5. Like that, if you take all the subsets, NC0 plus NC1 plus NC2, so on up to NCn. Number of subsets having 0 elements is only one null set, which is NC0. Only one element means NC1, only 2 element means NC2, only 3 element means NC3, n element means NCn. And what is sum of all these things? NC0 plus NC1, so on up to NCn, 2 power n, according to binomial. Without all that, I can directly say 2 power n. Why? For example, a set has 4 elements. The number of subsets is 2 power 4. How to write, how to understand directly 2 power 4? I'll tell you another method. Each subset, I'll write in a code language. I will write this tick marks here cross. Means what is my subset? This is the original set. A is 1, 2, 3, 4. When I say I select this, select this, select this, don't select this. I selected a subset. What is that? 1, 2, 3. If I write like this
1, 2, 3.
and this, only 4. If I kept a tick here and this, it is another subset which is 1, 3. If I cross everything, null set. If I tick everything, original set. Okay, that means simply by putting a tick and cross below each number, I am writing every subset in a code language. Am I not? Okay. How many codes are possible? 2 power 4. Because here you have to write either tick or cross. Here you have to write tick or cross, tick or cross. 2 ways for filling this, 2 ways for filling this, 2 ways for filling this, 2 ways for filling this. 2 power 4 straight. Right? Okay. Now, Let us see if somebody can tell me among these many relations, how many are reflexive? In this, how many are reflexive? Reflexive. It is 2 power 20. Why 2 power 20? 1 comma 1 should be there, only one choice. 2 comma 2 should be there, there's only one choice. 3 comma 3 should be there, 4 comma 4 should be there, 5 comma 5. These 5 doesn't have a choice, they should be there. The rest of the 20 elements, it may be there, may not be there. Okay, so let us try to write a reflexive relation. Write 1 comma 1 must, 2 comma 2 must, 3 comma 3 must, 4 comma 4 must, 5 comma 5 must. You may choose to write 1 comma 2, you may not choose. You may choose to write 2 comma 3, or you may not write. You may choose to write 3 comma 2. The rest of the 20 elements, you can keep none of them, you can keep 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them, 5 of them. That is subsets of rest of the 20 elements. You take all the 20 elements together as a set, any subset of that you can put it here. Right? That is 2 power 20. Without all that, all these 20 elements, each one of them. It is asking same question, I can ask another way. There are 25 students. Okay. I want to take them to a place. Okay. I said, these 5 students, you must come. Other 20 students, you want to come or you don't want to come, you are free. Okay. So how many types of batches I will get? 5 students will come. The rest of the 20, maybe 2 people came, 3 people came, all 20 came. That is 2 power 20. Okay, so exactly that only. Is it clear? One small point I'll cover and stop it. If you want a symmetric relation, we will listen carefully. It is 2 power 15, which is actually 2 power 5 into 2 power 10. What is that? 1 comma 1 alone, it may be there, may not be there in symmetric. It is not compulsory. No? 2 comma 2 alone may be there, may not be there. But 1 comma 3 cannot decide by itself. You take 1 comma 3, 3 comma 1. Either both should be there or both should not be there. Okay. Similarly, 2 comma 5 and 5 comma 2. Either both are there or both are not there. If this is there and this is not there, it will not be symmetric. So the rest of the 20 elements will become 10 pairs like this. Okay. Except these 5, the other 20 elements will become 10 pairs. Each pair, that is this and this together, either should be completely present or completely absent. So these 5 elements, 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 4 comma 4, 5 comma 5. Each one individually may be there, may not be there. Okay, that is 2 power 5. The rest of the 10 pairs, each pair has a choice of being completely present or completely absent. That is this 2 power 10, which is 2 power 15. I guess some idea. Tomorrow I'll discuss, even though tomorrow I'm discussing definite integral doubts. So definite integrals, advanced material, you try whichever part you want, more than one answer, single answer, matching, or integers, doesn't matter. You can try by tomorrow, whatever it is, or you already tried. Tomorrow I'll discuss doubts. I'll also explain about this number of symmetric relations a little bit tomorrow. All right. Thank you.